So section so we're going just to add one more rule, which is there's another rule, and then we're going to start doing examples. So here is the rule. Every time we see x equal y, x equal y, you can take log or ln to the both sides. So I can say log x equal log y. That means I'm taking the log to the both sides, or ln x equal ln y. So both is going to be right. Also, when you say x equal y, that means you're going to take ln to the both sides. Let's start doing an example so we'll learn how we're going to use this rule. So here's the first example. Let's do this example. 4 to the exponent x minus 1 equal 22. They're going to ask you to solve the equations. That's the only thing they're going to ask you. How are we going to solve this one? So the first thing, check this part is the x, and this part is the y. This part is the x, everything here is the x, and everything here is the y. That means I can take ln to the both sides. So let's take ln to the both sides. That's mean I have this part, I'm gonna use this rule, I'm gonna take ln to the both sides. So it's going to be ln x to the exponent, 4 to the exponent x minus 1 equal ln to the 22. Now next step, we already have a rule that says if you have ln x to the exponent r, this is a rule. This is exactly the same thing if you take the exponents in the front. So it's going to be r ln to the x. So I have exponents here. So I'm going to take the exponents here on the front. So it's going to be x minus 1 ln to the 4 equal ln 22. Now next step, here's the ln. You're going to distribute the ln here on the parentheses. Not just the ln to the 4. So here's the x ln to the 4 minus ln to the 4 times 1 is going to be ln to the 4 equal ln to the 22. Now I need to find, here's the x, I need to find the value of x. I'm not going to care about the ln to the 4. So this is like a number, this is a number, this is a number. You can use it by calculator. You can find ln to the 22 using the calculator, but we can't find the x using the calculator. So now I'm going to add ln 4 to the both sides, so I cancel this part. So I'm going to say add ln 4 here and add ln 4 here. Cancel these. The leftover from this side, x ln to the 4 equal. Don't add these two numbers, just write it down, ln 22 plus ln to the 4. You don't have to add it. So just ln 22 plus ln 4. Now I need to find the value of x. So I'm going to divide both sides because the operation between x and ln 4 is multiplication. So I need to keep the x by itself here. So I'm going to divide both sides by ln 4. Divide this one by ln 4. Cancel these. So the leftover from the left side, x equal ln 22 plus ln 4 over ln 4. This is the solution. This is the solution. Sometimes when you're doing the homework on my lab math, they're gonna ask you about the exact solution. So this is the exact solution. If they ask you, if they're not asking you about exact solution, you can plug this one, it's going to be right. If they ask you to round the number, so you're just going to use the calculator. But again, be careful when using the calculator. Let's see how much is going to be the result. I'm going to plug in exactly the same thing. Ln 22 plus ln 4. So here's the ln 22, close the parentheses, plus ln to the 4, close the parentheses. How much the result? Here's the result. This one is divided by ln to the 4. Close the parentheses. So it's going to be 3.22974. If they ask you to round to the nearest 1,000, for this example, if they ask you to round the nearest 1,000, so that means you're going to say one, here's the decimal, here's the digit here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to cut the number here. This number is greater than 5, so I'm going to add 1 to the 29. So the result, x is going to be 3.230. 29 is going to be 30. Because I need 3 digits from here. Again, from these examples. So example 2, we're going to do exactly the same steps. 5 to the exponent 3 minus x equal 20. They ask you to solve these equations. How are we going to solve this one? We're going to use exactly the same rule. This is the x, this is equal y. So x equal y. That means I'm going to take ln x to the both sides. So ln x is going to be equal ln y. That means on this example is going to be ln to the x, which is 5, 3 minus x equal ln to the y. The same thing, there is another rule. If you have ln x to the r, we're going to take the r in the front, so it's going to be r ln to the x. I'm going to do this rule here. I'm going to move the exponents in the front. So it's going to be 3 minus x ln to the 5 equal ln 20. Now the same thing. Distribute the ln 5 to the parentheses. So ln 5 multiply by 3 and multiply by x. Multiply by 3 is going to be 3 ln 5 minus x ln 5 equal ln 20. Now check the variable is exist here. So we're not going to move the variable. We're going to move the number. So I'm going to move -3 to the other side. I'm going to say minus 3 ln 5 minus 3 ln 5. Cancel these. The leftover from this side is negative x ln 5 equal the other side is ln 20 minus 3 ln 5. You don't have to add it. Now, last step, I have negative x ln 5. I need to keep just the x. So I'm going to divide both sides by negative lim5. By negative lim5. So you see, the sign is going to be cancelled with the sign. Lim5 cancelled with lim5. The left over here is just the x. And here's the other side is negative x. Negative lim5. So here is x, the leftover from the left side is just x. From this side is going to be ln 20 minus 3 ln 5 over negative ln 5. So this one is the exact solution. If they ask you about the exact solution, you're going to write down this one. If they ask you to round the number to the 1,000, to the nearest 1,000, so we're going to use the calculator. We're just going to say x is going to be equal ln 20 minus 3 ln 5 ln 20 minus 3 ln 5, close the parentheses, is going to be this number, divide by, this one is divided by negative ln 5. So it's going to be 1.13864. Now they ask you to round the number to the nearest 1,000. So x is going to be equal 123. Here is 1 point. 123. I'm going to cut the number here, and this number is 6. So I'm going to add 1 here. So 139. 6, which is greater than 5, you're going to add. If the number here is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you're going to add number here, 1 here. If it's 4, 3, 2, 1, you're not going to add number here. It's going to be 138. It depends about this number. So here is the approximate solution. And this one is going to be the exact solution. So now we're going to do the same process. But before that, you see, we need to find this value of x. 8e to the 9x plus 6. This is e, the exponential function. I'm going to show you where you're going to find it in the calculator. Equals 6. The first thing, the variable exists here. So it's look like you're solving 8x equals 6. So the variable exists on this part. So what I'm going to do here to keep the x by itself, I'm going to divide both sides by 8. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing here. I'm going to divide both sides by 8. This is the first important step. Cancel these. The leftover here is just e to the exponential 9x plus 6 equal 6 over 8. Now, next step, 6 divided by 8, which is 0.75. 1 second. Okay, so this one is 0.75 equal, I'm going to write down e to the 9x plus 6. Now here is the important step. This is x equal y. So if we have x equal y, I can take ln to the x equal ln to the y. As I can take ln to the both sides. So I'm going to take ln here and ln here. Ln to the e 9x plus 6 equal ln 0.75. Now, next rule, every time when you see ln to the e, e is the log to the basic e. Log to the basic e, and there is e here, you're gonna move it. So I'm not going to explain how you're going to get this one. Just cancel these both. Every time when you see ln and e, cancel these. So I'm going to do this one here. Cancel this one with this one. The leftover here is just 9x plus 6. It's going to be equal ln 0.75. So let's do the steps again, then we're going to find the solution. Every time when you see like this example, you're going to get exactly the same thing with different numbers. The first step, I need to keep this part by itself. So I'm going to divide by this number. By 8, now we have just the e to the 9x plus 6. 6 divided by 8 is going to be 0.75. Next step, I'm going to take ln to the both sides. Ln here and ln here. Cancel the ln with the e. The leftover just 9x plus 6 equal ln 0.75. Now I need to solve as a linear equation. I'm not going to care about how much the number here, because this is, you can use the calculator. Now you're going to say minus 6, cancel these. So the leftover here is 9x equal ln 0.75. I'm going to put this one in parentheses, so you're not going to confuse yourself, minus 6. Because ln only for this number is not going to be ln this number minus 6. Ln only for this number. Now, next step, we need to keep the x by itself, so we're going to divide both sides by 9. Cancel the 9. The leftover here is just x equal ln 0.75 minus 6 divided by 9. X is going to be equal. Now we just have to use the calculator to find the result. So it's going to be ln 0.75 close the parentheses minus 6. It's going to be this number, and this number is going to be divided by 9. So it's going to be negative 698, sorry, 0 point. Negative 0.698 6313. Now, if they ask you to round this number to the nearest thousand, this is going to say 1, 2, 3. Cut this number here. You see the number here is going to be 6. That means you have to add 1 here. That means x is going to be negative 0.699. This is the solution for this example. Again, this is important example. On next example, we have 3, and here's parentheses 10, 4x minus 5 is an exponent, plus 9 equal 72. This is exactly the same thing. Here's the variable exists here. That means this one is the x. So let's make it simple. It's a 3, this is the x, plus 9 equal 72. This is the x. I'm just going to write down the x here. How we're going to solve this one is a linear equations. We're going to minus 9 from both sides. Then we're going to divide by 3. So we're going to do the same steps here. So minus 9, cancel here. So the leftover here is a 3, 10 to the 4x minus 5 equal 72 minus 9 is going to be 63. Then next step, you're going to divide both sides by 3. So divide this one by 3, divide this one by 3. Cancel the 3 with the 3, so it's going to be 10 to the 4x minus 5 equal 63 divided by 3 is going to be 21. Now we reach to exactly the same example one. This is the x, and here is the y. So if we have x equal y, we can take ln x equal ln y. That means I can take ln to the both sides. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing here. Ln 10 4x minus 5 equal ln 21. Then one of the ln rules, it says if you have ln x to the exponent r, it's the same thing if you move the r in the front. So it's going to be r ln x. So I'm going to move the exponents here. You see, it's exactly the same example one, start from this step. I'm going to put this one in parentheses. So it's going to be 4x minus 5 ln 10 equal ln 21. Then next step, we're going to distribute the ln 10 here, ln 10 to the both. So it's going to be 4x ln 10 minus 5 ln 10 equal ln 21. 4x ln 10 minus 5 ln 10 equal ln 21. Then I need to find the value of x. So the first step, I'm going to add 5 ln 10 to the both sides. So add 5 ln 10 here and add 5 ln 10 to the other side. Cancel this one. So the leftover from this side is 4x ln 10 equal, on the other side is going to be ln 21 plus 5 ln to the 10. Next step, I need to keep the x by itself here. So I'm going to divide both sides by 4 ln 10. Because I need to keep just the x by itself. So cancel the 4, cancel ln 10. The leftover from this side is just x equal, divide both sides by 4 ln 10. So the solution is going to be ln 21 plus 5 ln 10 over 4 ln 10. So this is the exact solution. If they ask you to write down the exact solution, this one is going to be the exact solution. If they ask you to round this number, so you have to use the calculator. Let's check how much is going to be the solution by using the calculator. So we're going to do exactly the same thing. Ln 21, close the parentheses, plus 5 ln 10, close the parentheses. The result is going to be this one, and this one divide by 4 ln 10. So it's going to be, there's something wrong I did. Yeah, because this one is going to be divided by 4 ln 10. So let's find 4, find the top part here, ln 21 plus 5 ln 10 is going to be this number, and 4 ln to the 10 is going to be this number. Now divide this one by this one. So it's going to be 0.3780. This is approximate solution. Let's fix this one. first one is len. So that's why you have to be careful also when you plug in the calculator. Because when you plug in the calculator, they're going to open parentheses every time when you press len. Len 21, so I have to close the parentheses. Plus 5 len 10, close the parentheses, is going to be this number, 14.557. Now the second number is 4 len to the 10, so it's going to be 9.21. Now this one, let's delete these. This one divide by this number is going to be 1.58055. If they ask you to round to the nearest thousand, so that's mean 1, 2, 3. You're gonna cut here. So you have, this is 5, you have to add 1 here. So x is going to be equal 1.581. Now this is the right solution. So now we need to find the solution for this example. They're also going to ask you solve the equations. That's the only thing they're going to ask you. That's mean we need to find the value of x. So here's the thing. I have log with this example. Log on one side, that's mean this is written in the log form. So I have to convert it to the exponential form. So I'm going to move the base from here is going to be base to the other side. When I move the base, this cancel to the exponential form. So the leftover here is 3 minus 4x equal 5 squared. You see, by using only one step, converting from the log form to the exponential form by moving the base from here to be a base for the other side, so it's going to be 5 squared. Now, 3 minus 4x is going to be 25. 5 squared, that's mean 5 times 5, it's going to be 25. Next step, we just need to solve it for the x. I'm going to move the 3, so minus the 3 from both sides. Cancel these. The leftover here is negative 4x equal 25 minus 3 is going to be 22. Last step, we need to find the value of x. So we're going to divide both sides by negative 4. Cancel the x from here and here. So x is going to be 22 over negative 4. Can I simplify it? Yes, you can simplify it by divide both by 2. So x is going to be equal 11, because 22 divided by 2 is going to be 11. Negative 4 divided by 2 is going to be negative 2. This is the solution. So with this kind of example, the important step is converting from the log form to the exponential form. How? By moving the base from here to be based for the other side and cancel the log, then work and solve it as a linear equations. Log to the 5x equal log to number 2 plus log to the x plus 2. So check with this example how I need to find the value of x. I have x here and I have x here. I can't do anything with this side, so I'm just going to say log 5x on this side equal. On this side, if you remember, there's a rule that says if you have log between two numbers. There is a rule that says if you have log to the xy is going to be log x plus log y. Now I have this side, I have log, this is the x plus log, this is the y. That means I can bring it back as a log 2 times x plus 2. So I have this side, I'm going to bring it back to as a multiplication between this part and this one. So it's going to be log 2 times x plus 2. Now we're going to do the same rule. If we have x equal y, so log x is going to be log y. Now I have log to the x equal log to the y. So I'm going to bring it back, just write it down x equal y. Or to make it easier for you, this one goes with this one. The leftover here is 5x equal, the leftover here is 2x plus 2. Now there is no log, it's a linear equation. How are we going to solve it? Distribute the 2. So here's 5x is going to be equal 2x plus 2 times 2 is going to be 4. Then move the x to the other side. So minus 2x minus 2x. Cancel these. The leftover 5x minus 2x is a 3x equal the leftover from the right side is 4. The last step, you need to find the value of x. So you're going to divide both sides by 3. So x is going to be 4 over 3. This is the solution for this example. Log three plus x minus log x minus 4 is going to be equal log to the 2. We're going to do exactly the same process, but the right side, you can't do anything with the right side, so it's just log to the 2. With the left side, there is also a rule that says if you have log to the x divided by y is going to be log to the x minus log to the y. Log to the x minus log to the y. So I have log to the x minus log to the y. I have log to two parts, so it's going to be log this one divided by log this one. So it's easier to solve. So it's going to be log 3 plus x divided by x minus 4. You can put parentheses. You don't have to put parentheses. It's the same thing. Let's delete the parentheses. Now the same thing. Cancel this log with this one. So it's going to be 3 plus x over x minus 4 is going to be 2. Now we just have to solve this one. How are we going to solve this one? By multiplying both sides by x minus 4. So it's going to be 3 plus x over x minus 4 times x minus 4 equal 2 times x minus 4. On this side, the left side, cancel these. The leftover is going to be 3 plus x equal. On the right side, you just have to distribute. 2 times x is going to be 2x. 2 times 4 is going to be minus 8. Then move the x's to the left side and the number to the right side. So I'm going to say minus 3, Cancel these. So the leftover here is x equal 2x minus 11. Then move the 2x to the left side. So minus 2x minus 2x. Cancel these. X minus 2x is going to be negative x equal negative 11. The last step, I need to find the value of x. So I'm going to divide both sides by negative 1. Cancel these. So x is going to be equal, cancel the negative with the negative. Negative 11 divide by negative 1 is going to be 11. This is the solution for this example. If you got example like this, don't try to confuse yourself. It's like easy example. You're gonna use the calculator to find the solution. So let's see how we're gonna find the solution for this example. The height in meters of women of a certain tribe is approximated by these equations. So this is the first part. I'm going to write down h equal 0.52 plus 2 log t divided by 3, where t is the woman's age in years and t between 1 and 20. Now, here's the example. We have the equations here. Estimate the height to the nearest 100. That means we have to round to the nearest 100 of a woman of the tribe 4 years. The first thing they're telling you t is the years. T, here's the age in years. Now they ask you to find and t when h the height when t equal 4. That means t equal 4. So we're just going to plug in t here. So h is going to be equal 0.52 plus 2 log 4 over 3. That's the only thing we're going to do. So use the calculator. Don't do mistakes here. Let's mark this one. So check, I'm going to plug in everything here. 0.52, 0.52 plus 2 log 4 divided by 3, close the parentheses. I didn't do anything new. I just plug in everything in the calculator. 0.52 plus 2 log 4 divided by 3, close the parentheses. How much is going to be the result? The result is going to be 0. It's going to be h equal 0.7698. Round to the nearest 100. That means 2 digits after the decimals here. Cancel here. This is 9, which is more than 5. So I'm going to add 1 here. So it's going to be 0.77. This is the solution. We didn't do any new steps. We're just going to plug in t equal 4 here. Plug in everything in the calculator. Be careful when you're doing the log, because open parentheses here, you have to close it. Then round your result to the 100. 9, which is greater than 5, so you have to add 1 to the 6, so it's going to be 0.77. The growth in population of a city can be seen using the formula. So here's the formula. They're telling you here's the formula. So I'm just going to write down the formula. My solution is going to be P of T equal 2148 E 0.008 T. This is the formula where T is the number of years. They're telling you T is the number of years. Let's see how many years they ask us to find the population. What will be the population of the city 10 years? That means they're telling you, go ahead, use T equal 10, round to the nearest person. So I'm going to say P to the 10 is going to be equal to 148 E 0.008 times 10. Now, the next step, P over 10, go ahead, use the calculator. Let's show you how to use the calculator, because there you have to use the E function, which is the second function for the len. This one. So I'm going to plug in this number, 2,148. 2,148. Now we have to write down the E function. The E function, you're going to press the second and you're going to press the len. So press the second and press the len. Here's the second function. For the len, you see it's E to the exponent. Write down everything here. 0.008 times 10. Close the parentheses. So write down the number 2,148. Press the second and the len, and write down 0.008 times 10. The result is going to be 2,326.9900. So they ask you to round to the nearest person. So I'm going to convert this 9 to a person. So P over 10 is going to be 2327. This is the solution for this example. They ask you find the number of years. Find the number of years. That means we're going to write down this, the information here. That's mean T. That's what we need to find. For 3,800 to go to 9,500. That means the initial is 3,800 and the future is 9,500. At 4%, that means the rate equal 4%, which is equal 4 divided by 100. So it's going to be 0.04. Compound semi. That means they're telling you n. If you go back to the notes, compound semi, that means n equal 2. Okay. So compound similarly, that means n equal 2. And round the number to the nearest 10th. So we have to round to the nearest 10th. So with the compound semi, they tell you you're going to use this formula, A equal P 1 plus R over N Tn. And here is the variable here, the T. We need to find the T. I'm going to plug in everything here. The future is 9,500 equal the percent value of the invest is 3,800. Open parentheses, 1 plus. The rate is 0.09, 0.04, divided by the compound, which is 2. T, we need to find the time, the years, and the compound is 2. Let's simplify everything here between the parentheses. The first step, 9,500 equal 3,800. 1 plus 0.04 divided by 2 is going to be 0.02. And here is the t times 2. Sorry, add these two numbers. So 9,500 equal 3,800. 1 plus is going to be 1.0.2 t times 2. Now, next step, I can't do anything here because I need to find the time in years, which is an exponent. So I'm going to cancel this one by dividing both sides by 3,800. 3,800. Cancel these. Let's check how much is going to be on this side. If we divide 9,500 divided by 3,800, it's going to be 2.5. Simplify these two numbers, is going to be 2.5 equal 1.02. This is the leftover from here, t times 2. Now, it's exactly like example 1 we took it today. We're going to take ln to the both sides. Ln 2.5 equal ln 1.02 t times 2. Now, one of the ln rules, you can take the exponents here in the front. So it's going to be ln 2.5 equal t times 2 ln 1.02. I need to find the t. So I'm going to divide both sides by everything here. By 2, because this is a multiplication between t times 2 times ln. So I need to cancel these two. So divide both sides by 2 ln 1.02, and here by 2 ln 1.02. Cancel the 2 with this one, cancel the ln with this one. The leftover from here is t equal ln 2.5 divided by 2 ln 1.02. Now we're just going to use the calculator. And let's find how much is going to be the t. So the first thing, ln 2.5, ln 2.5, close the parentheses, is going to be this number. 2 times ln 1.02, close the parentheses, is going to be this number. I'm going to divide this one, divide by this one, and the result is going to be the time equal, round to the nearest 10, I got 23 years, 0.13. 23 years, 0.13. If we round this number, the solution is going to be t equal 23.1 years. That means 23 years, 0.1. The result is going to be for this example.